Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the channel. By now you guys have probably realized we've been downsizing a bit. There's been quite a few breeders for sale going on. We've been downsizing certain projects going on while upgrading other projects. And at the end of the day, I'm sure some of you are just wondering, what's going on over here at DBCB Exotics? Got a few little, I don't know what the word, almost like sarcastic comments in some of my videos. My Tokay one was a good one. Someone's like, "Oh, what are you selling this time?" Which is understandable. It's without any like context of, you know, why I'm doing this. I can understand people be like, "Dude, he's just selling all his breeders now. What's going on?" I have explained it. Maybe people don't remember, so we're just gonna rehash the whole reason about why I'm doing this and then what's going forward. I'm sure a couple people have forgotten. I honestly forgot that I made that video. It was back when we were doing like 5 days a week and the videos kind of all got lost within each other. It wasn't a good idea. I feel like this every other day stuff works a little bit better with people actually watching the videos. My views have gone up per video, so yeah, I think we're doing a good job on that. But yeah, about 4 months ago, I made a video stating that I am moving, that we are leaving this house and we are attempting to head over to North Carolina. Now here's the thing I think people are misconstruing, and either they don't realize I'm still moving and the plan is to move, or they're just now thinking like, "Oh, Dakota, you're just moving. Oh, so because you're moving, you're trying to dump all these animals? What the heck, Dakota?" That's not the case. I actually really hate selling my breeders. It really sucks growing animals out for as long the years that I have, just to end up selling them. It isn't just like a move where we're just going, "Oh, you know what, let's go to North Carolina. I think that'll be fun and let's head on out there." No, that's not the case. If you guys don't remember, my lease is actually up at the end of 2022. I actually rent this property, or I guess I rent the house per se. I didn't buy the house. I guess that was my first mistake, but New England housing is the most ridiculous housing market you will ever experience. It's pretty much like California up here. Maybe not as bad, but it's ridiculously expensive for what you get. This would have been way out of my budget for this dinky little trailer. Anyway, my lease is up in 2022, and they've kind of found, I don't know if it's YouTube or what, but they found out about all the animals. I came into that place with quite a few animals. I think we had like 30 at the time, but now we're up to like 150, including the rat projects going on, and they're just not having it at this point. They're kind of done with it. They don't want, I don't know. They don't want to renew the lease because of it, and that's perfectly fine. It's acceptable. I get it. Oh, so that leaves your boy in a bit of a conundrum. Now, we chose North Carolina for a couple of reasons. Number one, the housing is extremely cheap down there. For pretty much what it would cost to live in this dinky little trailer, we can get like a really nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-story, full-on house. Like a really nice looking house. Almost nice enough where it's like, I don't deserve a house like this. I could actually practically afford that house, versus I can't really afford this. That's just how weird the market is up here. North Carolina really is the best bet. They have a little bit of a more lax exotic laws. It's cheaper housing. It's nice and warm. We can do outdoor stuff. It really is the perfect thing. However, here's the case. I do want to reiterate also, we cannot afford housing up here. It's too expensive to move into a house up here, and you can't practically you can't rent apartments and be DBCB Exotics. This doesn't make sense. So I just want to make sure that's clear, people, because I don't know if people are gonna be like, "Oh, why don't you just move to a house closer?" Yeah, I can't physically afford anything in this general area. It's all just way too expensive. North Carolina's the real bet. Renee's family, it works out perfectly. Cheap housing, we can afford it. We gotta end up moving down there. Here's the thing. Moving states away, it's not only expensive in of itself. Moving states away with 150 animals is almost impossible. I don't know how I'm gonna do it still. I am still wrapping the plans in my head on how we're going to attempt this move, but what I can say is it is going to be probably the worst day of my life. The worst week of my life is gonna be moving. Not only that, but this expedition is going to be massively expensive when you're talking about the mortgage loans, the deposits you need to make, the moving equipment, the trucks, the people. I'm not hiring people, but still, we have all these costs going in about moving 12 hours away from us. It's a hefty price. I'm estimating the pricing, we're gonna need about $15,000 to end up getting the mortgage, getting all the little security stuff, the electric on, blah, 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 getting the towing the trucks, things like that, moving everything, and so on. It's gonna cost a lot of money. And here's the real thing. It's not just the best option for DBCB Exotics, but at this point in time, maybe this is just my personal feelings, I feel like this is the only option in order to keep moving forward with DBCB Exotics. If this ends up not working, let's say we don't come up with the money, we don't find a house in time, and we are squat on our luck. Obviously, I can't afford a house up here. It's way too expensive, and that would lead us to pretty much going a step backwards, renting another apartment or so on. Maybe we find a house. It would be really difficult. The landlords have been very generous with the rent here up until recently, but yeah, I don't even know how that would work, man. We would be put most likely in a smaller space. That would mean, I don't know how that would even work. I would probably need to like cut my collection in half at that point to make everything fit. Rent would be increased. I don't physically see how I could continue DBCB Exotics and do that at the same time and go through another renting thing. I just don't see how it would work. Honestly, I don't think, this is the stuff that like, just thinking about it gives me like severe fucking anxiety, because I'm just sitting here and I'm like, dude, what if this move doesn't work? What if like we're, it's tough. It is a very, very scary time for Dakota, being Dakota. Of course, this is my dream. I've been doing this I've been actually full-time for a little over a year now, which is absolutely exciting. I've kept afloat for a year now. I think I can keep pushing for another year, and then this move, the end of 2022 will really concrete what happens with this business, with the channel, with everything. If it doesn't work, I have absolutely no idea what would happen. So honestly, it's not even an option in my mind. I'm here, that's the real thing. I'm just trying to do everything within my power to push forward, make sure that we have the funds available to keep pushing and get a house and keep this dream going, keep it alive. Yeah, just to reiterate, I know this is a giant rant. I'm sure I do have one more animal that we are downsizing that we're gonna be talking about in this video, but I don't know. If you made it past the rant, you deserve it at the end of the day. Yeah, that's the big thing in mind of what we're doing. We basically need a giant sum of money, a giant sum of cash in order to get this move going and continue forward, or DBCB Exotics flop. So what we are doing is trying to streamline our projects, make sure that every investment that we have is a profitable investment for DBCB Exotics, is working with DBCB Exotics instead of what's working with me personally as a passion project. I want to apologize. This, my vlogging lens, my little 18mm lens that I use to vlog, it's busted. The autofocus and face tracking doesn't work anymore, so I tried to manual focus, but even the manual focus is starting to, it's just a really old lens. I got this with the camera and I got it used. It's like 5 years old. It's an old lens, it's a little bit busted, so I apologize for the quality, it's just a little bit weird. Hosting a streamathon this Saturday, the time is yet to be determined, I'll post it in a little post. When we have that down, we'll be doing a little streamathon, it'll be actually on my birthday, or pretty close to my birthday. I want to make sure so everyone can do it, so it might not land exactly on my birthday. But yeah, if you want to come help your boy out or wish him a happy birthday Saturday, I believe it's going to be at noon. If not, I'll make a YouTube post stating it otherwise. We do have a sale for something though, let's go check it out. Stepping in here, we are in the Tokay Gecko tent. Of course, as you guys know, the Tokay Geckos have just been not a fun ride for old Dakota over here. I don't know why, every time I do a tent for Tokays, I get fungus gnats, like immediate fungus gnats. I don't know what that is, why that happens, that's really annoying. So with my Tokay Geckos, of course, man. My Tokay Geckos have not been doing your boy very many favors. Of course, I mean, this has always been my favorite project to do. There's no way I'll ever get rid of the project. However, it is tough times for Tokay Geckos with Dakota. Unfortunately, that EXO, I actually saw 0 Tokay Geckos. I remember last year, the year before that, I mean, there used to be 20, 30, 40, 50 geckos. Don't you turn on right in front of me. Get out of here. There were like tons of Tokays to choose from. Now there are virtually 0. I was really hoping on that to restock my females, because I'm a little low on females versus my male ratio is, when my female ratio is way off. I'm like wicked male heavy. However, I found no female Tokays. There were 0 Tokay geckos, so I don't know what we're gonna do next year. We have this girl, and this girl. That's it. Oh no, this girl as well. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 3. We have 3 females going on right now. Meanwhile, we have Reduced Pattern, Big Red, Green Galaxy, Granite, there's another one. We have 6 6 males to 3 females. That ratio doesn't make much sense. I have so many more males than I do females. I was really hoping to grab at least 3 more females to kind of, that way we could just pair everything to one thing, and that would be really cool. That's not the case. I literally have no idea where to get more female tokay geckos. I have my import shipment from Florida, but I really don't want to, there's a bottom line you have to meet before they ship them, and I don't want to spend that amount of money on all those geckos. That's like, I'd end up getting like 25 geckos, and I really don't want 25 tokay, so I'm a little lost on the tokay project. I'm a little lost of what to do. It's a very difficult thing. So it's with all of that being said, which is the big reason why we are getting this tokay up for sale for someone else. And so it's with a really heavy heart because I really like these things. We are going to be selling one of our Green Galaxy tokay geckos. This guy's fired down right now, and he actually isn't shed, so he kind of just looks like olive patternless. I'll get some B-roll of him when he's fired up. He looks really amazing. Beautiful greens, and of course he's got like these speckles of these almost like starburst or sunset orange colors. It's a really amazing gecko. It's really not looking like much right now. Wow, this thing's close to my face. Probably not a good idea. Yeah, so we are going to be selling this Green Galaxy. Here's the thing. I have 2 Green Galaxies. I believe they're from the same clutch or the same like mother, so there's no like, my only thought process was like, oh well, I can outbreed them to this Green Galaxy and produce babies, but at the end of the day they share pretty much the same genetics as far as I'm aware, so it doesn't really make much sense having 2 of the same morph that's the same gender from the same bloodline. Just doesn't do much for me at that point in time. Obviously, as you can see, he's a little bit feisty. He's used as a breeder. He's not used as a tamed down gecko. Absolutely gorgeous male. This guy actually is proven. He sired actually that clutch that is in there. Right down there, right in this enclosure. I'm using a bin to hoist this up. So he is a proven male, so he does breed. He's a good gecko. He's not a nice gecko, but he gets the job done. An absolutely amazing looking gecko. And maybe not right now, but in that B-roll I show, you'll see he's a real good looking gecko. Now, I do want to iterate, this isn't going to be a cheap gecko. This isn't like, time to get rid of this. This is a tough decision to make, and at the end of the day, if it don't sell, it don't sell. I'm happy to keep it. It's not priced to sell, if that makes sense. Continuing on where the gecko market, I mean, I remember buying powder blue patternless for like $300, and they're now $900. The market has absolutely exploded with tokay geckos. This, of course, being a ready-to-breed adult that is a proven breeder. He's sired clutches, whether that clutch hasn't cracked yet. I want it to hatch, god dang it. Yeah, he's not gonna go for a cheap price. I am thinking, I bought him for, I think like $500 or $600 as a baby, so I think $1,200 is a fair price for him. If you guys are interested in any of that, you can hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, DBCB Exotics. I can do payment plans. I don't know how far long I can do payment plans. I don't know if I can push the 90 just because of weather things. So 90 days would put us in like January, and it's gonna be too cold to ship. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult. We'll talk, if you are interested, we'll talk, we'll figure out a payment plan that works for you. If I have to hold them out for over the year, if you guys have the money and you guys really do want them, I can hold them until, I believe, like March and April is usually the time I can ship again. Usually around December, it gets a little sticky on how I can ship. But that's about it as far as the tokay gecko that is for sale. So yeah, look at that beautiful little tokay hut. I love that thing. That is about going to wrap it up. That is going to be the last animal we are downsizing here at DBCB Exotics. I can't see parting with anything else. They just mean way too much to me. Not saying that the stuff that I've sold doesn't mean that much, but you guys know what I'm getting. I already went over it. Look at this. We got little, I need to, these fucking, this is for the sitter like a month ago, and I still haven't gotten doing a bask. I am really excited. We are gonna try our luck with tegus next year as soon as we brewmate these guys and then get back at it. She's got like, oh, she must have been buried. She has like dirt on her nose, but yeah, let's take a look. She's gonna go straight down when I open this. Hey, Big Bertha, how you do? Don't try to bite me. Don't be a fool. Big Bertha's not nice. She's, of course, that Florida wild caught that we have, and yeah, not a nice tega. You can see she's like getting huffy puffy. She's all stressed. She's stiff now. She's ready to do a jump charge. We'll let you go, Bertha. I'm sorry. And 2022, we are not going to be buying anything. Every money, every penny, literally every penny that we are going to get is going to be saved up for this giant expedition we are attempting to move to North Carolina. I believe this year, I know we still need a male gargoyle gecko, and I might, if I can find a nice enough one, I'll get also a female crested. Those are the two things that I have in mind. But after that, and if we don't hit that for 2021, then we're cutting it, and we're gonna try our luck and see what happens. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work. I think if we have a good year, if we had a good year like this year, except with our tokay geckos, we do better with tokay geckos, I think we can do it. I think we can manage to get the funds together enough to move. It's gonna be real dicey. It's gonna be really hard. 2022 is gonna be a very tough year, and it's gonna be a very strict year of pretty much ramen and frozen waffles to get this move in. While I am very excited to start this next journey of DBCB Exotics, 2022 is going to be the most stressful and anxiety-ridden year I've ever faced in my life. So, hopes and prayers. I don't know, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't work. Time's gonna tell, that's for sure. Well, folks, that's the video. Thank you so much. I hope this explained to some people and put people like a little bit in ease of mind of like, oh, he's not just like a complete dirtbag for selling off projects. He has a pretty good reason behind it. Or hey, maybe you still think I'm a dirtbag for selling animals, even though like my entire career is selling animals. We won't get into that. That's gonna wrap it up, folks. If you were interested in the tokay gecko or that male garg I still have for sale, you can hit me up. Facebook, Instagram. I'm also at TikTok, but Facebook and Instagram is the two best spots to reach me. Other than that, that is gonna wrap it up for today. Of course, we got Patreon, patreon.com/dbcbexotics. This is where you get the first time look at everything that's going on within my breeding business. Includes the tokays, babies, first come, first serve, inside look, that stuff. I'm worn out. I'm stressed out already thinking about it. You can find all that stuff in the link in the description below. That is gonna wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.